You got your Hot Rod Honeys. Slammed D, Jurassica, Tom on the bench.
Did I miss something?
No, just clip that on. Just
no,
clip
I know,
this on
but
you.
why did they wondering more was gonna happen?
I don't know. Was something else supposed to happen?
All right, introducing your 2026 Hustlers! Number 050, Bad Juju. Number 1945, Juicy Gooder, your captain. Number 210, Vile Vixen, your co-captain. Number 324, Olive A. Satin. Number 420, StoneHer. Number 48, Spread Eagle. Number 512, Truckstop, Trixie. Number 72, the artist formerly known as Hells. Number 90, Lelith, Hesper Smacks. Number 99, Grit. And on your bench tonight, Bruiser Lee and Smash Effect.
All right, and here we go.
There was supposed
We're
to be
going to
a
get up
beat
the
drop, I didn't
microphone
hear it.
to Alexi on fire in the middle.
I didn't hear the beat drop. I didn't hear the beat drop of the song, so I don't know.
All right, first on the line with the Jammer Star for the Hot Rod Honeys, that is Impact Play.
Where is the purple jammer? Oh.
And that
Spread
would
Eagle.
be Spread Eagle. Hustlers in purple and silver lightning bolts. The Hot Rod Honeys in black and stripes. Lexi, who's our whistleblower out there?
Crank her up. I cannot hear her at all.
Yeah, but the speakers are turned away from us. He turned it away from us so they could hear more out there.
Okay.
They can hear out there. Don't worry about it. They can hear her out there.
All right, let's get it started. 5 on 5, 2 jammers in the back, 4 blockers up front. We've got a lead jammer, Electra Blue, and it's Spread Eagle, jam number 1.
That's right, Chip Queso. Most action up in turn 1 as defense is heavy for both teams right now. Spread Eagle in charge of this jam. Try to get past the pivot up there. That is Olivia Shootin, John, the longtime skater for the Texas Roller Girls and the Hot Rod Honeys. Uno also up there, so Impact Play now through on initial. Again, Spread Eagle now calling off, putting the first 4 points on the board for the Hustlers, coming out strong.
Good defense to hold her back, but 4 points scored nonetheless on that first jam. We line it right back up again. Truckstop, Trixie up against Hauss the Boss. Empty penalty box early on. Electra, what do you think? We're going to go a whole year without penalties?
Chip Queso, don't be silly. That's not going to happen. All right, so with the pivot, that is 420. StoneHer trying to push Hauss the Boss, but another lead jam for the Hustlers.
Truckstop Trixie, that's 2 in a row, taking advantage of the veteran Hot Rods who were in the finals, calling it off real quick. A lot of help from the veteran 420, of course, for the Hustlers. Good jams.
StoneHer, 8 points for the Hustlers, holding the Hot Rod Honeys with no score for 2 jams. Again, the last time they played each other was last May.
You're right.
With the Hot Rods taking the win on that. So Hustlers looking for a little comeback.
Jam number 3, just under 28 minutes to go, 8-0. But not now. We've got a lead jammer. Both of them, Electro, about as close as you can possibly get by a hair on the chin. Impact play gets the lead jammer.
That's right, but that is Spread Eagle chasing impact play. She's going to either try to force her to call it, or they're just going to run it. But look at this pack. It is screaming it along. They're going to make these jammers work for it. Hot Rod's up in front, taking control of the pack.
Good job. The Hustlers spread some room in the back. That allows Spread Eagle to get through. Going to score only
First points
2
on the board
points.
for the Hot Rod Honeys. That is 2 points.
Oh, 1
Spread
point.
Eagle sneaking 1 in, so 9 for the Hustlers, 2 for the Hot Rod Honeys. So they just both decided to just go in and play it with that high-speed pack. Really racing, making those jammers work for those.
Oh, racing
points.
like the old days. What a wonderful thing. No penalties yet so far. Don't want to put the crux on anybody, but here we go. Hauss the boss
That is
back
Truckstop
in.
Trixie with the star for the Hustlers, and pack all in action up there in between the jammer and pivot line. Haven't even crossed that pivot line yet.
Now they decide to play the stop and go,
lead
but
jam.
once again, another lead jam for the Hustlers.
Truckstop Trixie doing a little taunt. Did you see her pointing at Hauss the boss? She's like, come on, let's go. And the pack again racing. Both teams are going to try to just race this through. Truckstop looking for points. I think Hauss snuck 1 in.
Still getting some points on the board, at least 1 and 2, respectively. 10-4 for the Hot Rods. Still 6 points advantage. Truckstop Trixie starting off with a bang this early this season, but we've got 2 brand new jammers, Liberty Bell Ringer, and that.
She was drafted last year. Played bank truck roller derby for about 7 years. Also in Germany, Centex. So Truckstop Trixie's seen some track action. But look at this. We have a lead jammer. That is Liberty for the Hot Rod Honeys.
Electra, lead jammer, and a new on the team, gets them going. They had not gotten a lead jammer. She gets through, looks to the bench, decides to call it off. That's 4-0 in favor of the Hot Rods. Good jam. Yep, first scoreless. We've got Lexi and Muffin over here producing for us. They'll be joining us throughout the cast, and we've got 2 bouts, of course, Electra. It's Derby season. It feels good to be back.
Welcome back, Chip Queso. Yes, in February we had sort of a mini game, not really round robin, but we just did some kind of 30-minute games just to kind of shake out the production, shake out the skate legs. Looks like StoneHer dragging impact play out, calling.
Oh, no.
We have a multiplayer penalty for impact play. That means a power jam for the Hustlers and a lead jam for the Hustlers. So Hustlers got about 30 seconds to control this game, or this jam, I should say.
4 points on that. Truckstop Trixie's going to go for another 4. It was the penalty was getting assists while holding on to the player, advancing your position. So out for a little bit.
StoneHer to the penalty box. Back block penalty on StoneHer. Thank you, Stone. She told us what her penalty was. That helps out a lot.
I tell you what, yep, she got a back block. She'll tell you that was the first one she's ever had.
Typically, it's the jammers that get the back block penalties. Oh, look at that. 4 more points for Truckstop Trixie.
She's
Kitten rejoining the pack. We've got StoneHer in the box as well as
Who's out? Is that Marisi? Is that Marisi?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
Marisi living over there.
Marisi living the captain as that jam ends. Truckstop Trixie's 100% on lead jam, so a new weapon in purple, lightning fast, dare I say, Electra Blue.
First double pass of the game. They've been very short jams. Thanks, Muffin. 18 points on the board for the Hustlers. 8 points for the Hustlers.
Now still 10 points is a narrow margin, so the Hustlers looking to see if they can turn that around, putting Hauss the boss in again against Spread Eagle. 2-1 respectively of each team in the penalty box. Inside line, there we go. Hauss the boss gets her scoring started for 2026.
Spread Eagle now through also on initial as the pack kind of gets all stretched out, but back in action at turn 2 now. StoneHer with a pivot strike for the Hustlers, controlling the front of that defense.
Hauss the boss getting a little bit beat up in the pack there, forced to call it off because that is the advantage, ladies and gentlemen and folks of all ages. That's the advantage of lead jam. You get to call that jam off whenever you want. So it's a tough thing to get beat up and maintain. Where is the other jammer at?
That's right. Well, Hauss did pick up 3 points, so she knew where that other jammer was, because otherwise she would have tried to get 4. No points for the Hustlers. 18-11 as Truckstop Trixie back out with the star, along with Olivia.
Impact play.
Impact
She
play,
gets
sorry.
through, yes. Impact play. Now she's getting lead jammer. We've got another penalty in the box, another Hustler penalty from Val Vixen. Spending some time there. Meanwhile, impact spin, Aruski jump through, scoring 4 more points for the Hot Rods as they have gotten into double digits, 3 away, Electra.
That's right, Chip Queso. Look at this tripod formation up front. 9 lives, Marisi, Voodoo, and it forcing a little room for impact play to get around. 4 more points for the Hot Rods. Now we have a lead change, first one of the game, and 19 now, Hot Rod Honeys. Impact play, getting her groove on. Oh, good, went for the apex jump, not quite.
The apex was a little bit broader than needed to be, so she had to recycle in, but still makes the way through. Spin and spin, gets through 4 points on the board, continuing this fabulous set of jams here, now taking a bigger lead, 23-18, and adding on Electra Blue.
So we had a star change. That is Grit now wearing the star, trying to get through for the Hustlers. The Hustlers have not gone through on their initial yet. Impact play just running this jam, getting all the points, increasing that lead. Another 4 through, as we're probably going to just see this 2 minutes wind down as Grit is just getting beat up by this Hot Rod defense.
Well, look, Electra, look at that. It's also a testament to the defense. We've got 9, we've got Marisi, we've got Olivia, we've got a lot going on. La Voodoo in there, and that is the end of the jam. 3 more on the board for the Hot Rods.
Wow, huge jam for the Hot Rod Honeys. Impact play just wiping the board with those points. 34 now for the Hot Rod Honeys, 18 for the Hustlers, held scoreless for that entire 2 minutes. We're never able to get through, Chip Queso.
Also, 2 points away from doubling their lead from what it was compared to the Hustlers in just 1 jam. Here we go. Hauss the boss in again.
Make sure
StoneHer is jamming. First time on the jammer line. Old habits.
I know.
Oh, Hauss the Boss through on their initial lead jammer for the Hot Rod Honeys as Juicy Cooter to the penalty box. Now 3-on-3 in the pack. Whistles blowing. StoneHer now also to the penalty box. So pack advantage now for the Hot Rod Honeys and a power jam as StoneHer is holding the star. Actually, or the lightning bolt, I should say.
It's hard to see with
So we've had our first lead change, our first power jam, our first. We've had a lot of firsts in this early part of the bout.
This is
They're
not
Electric
what
Blue.
the Hustlers need after that last jam when Impact Play taken over this game.
Well, it's all about adjustments, so the Hustlers have to maintain that adjustment, worry about the penalty box, and of course, knock down Hauss the Boss, which is no easy task.
That's right. Hauss the Boss has been skating for Texas for a long time now. Also on the travel team, Texecutioners, 4 more points for the Hot Rod Honeys. Yeah. So Marizi is in the penalty box, and StoneHer is back in the penalty box again, second time this jam. So second power jam.
What is going on? What the fuck is going on?
Oh, and another penalty on the Hustlers. Hustlers maintaining a pack rotation in the penalty box. Big hits from Olivia, Shootin John on StoneHer right at the end of that as Hauss the Boss squeaks another bit through, breaching 50 points to 18 Electra Blue.
3 scoreless jams for the Hustlers in a row. Let's give some
Thank you.
announcements here. All right, for a small donation, we can give you, a friend, a skater, or a skater a shout out at tonight's game. Just visit the merch table and fill out the shout out request. I think we already have one. I'll read it after this because right now Spread Eagle is trying to get lead jam, but the lead jammer, backblock penalty on Hot Rod Jammer. So Hustlers have a chance to come back now. Power jam, Hustlers.
Do they call that the flip of a coin? I'm not sure. Also, another penalty on Olivia Shootin John. So one of the best blockers out. Power jam advantage. How it can possibly turn. Do the Hustlers take advantage of this? Back up to the top. Spread Eagle gets through. There we go with a pass with 4 points. Gonna see how much they can catch up to that 50 mark early on. 16 minutes to go, Electra.
So now Pat completely stopped it. Hot Rod setting up that defensive wall. That is 9 lives up there. That is Uno up there. That tripod wall is doing some damage right there. Hot Rod's back out. Liberty now looking for an initial. Actually got initial, got lead, lost lead. So
Olivia's back in, supporting with 9 lives. Now the defense is cranked back down. So
Hot Rod's got lead and then penalty. Yeah, penalty. Yeah.
all right. So we have no lead.
Yeah, spread was lead.
Okay.
Hot Rod's got. She was the first out, but she got a penalty. So.
all right, 50 for the Hot Rod Honeys, 25 for the Hustlers.
No.
Stay connected to the Texas Roller Girls on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. I haven't tried that Blue Sky action. I can barely keep up with just the couple apps I have. You know, my smartphone is smarter than I am, Chip Queso.
Here we go.
Hauss the Boss, Truckstop, Trixie.
Yep. Those two back on 25 to 50. So the Hot Rods have doubled up the Hustlers. The Hustlers and Truckstop. Trixie is 100% still as 80%, as lead jammer. Oh, math. But hot on.
Now.
Yep, hot on is Hauss the Boss. Quickly, that one speedily is called off. Not 0-0. Not.
It's the first not game.
Not.
Not sore. Not you. 0-0, first scoreless jam.
Our track team making sure the track is taken care of. They're faster than a NASCAR team, changing tires for sure. We appreciate them very much. Impact play. Spread Eagle back in as jammers. The penalty box is empty. We're heading into turn number 1. Spread Eagle is the first through lead jammer, Electra Blue.
3 leads in a row for the Hustlers as Spread Eagle now looking for those points that, tries an apex jump. Knocked right to the inside.
That
Oh my gosh. Saw the
Now-
hot rod jammer coming around the corner, calls it off.
I don't know.
Face down.
Electra,
Owie.
I'm going to use my skateboarding turn. She leaped in the air, did a 180, and then a belly flop to call off the jam. Pretty much. 180 call off. Spread Eagle just did a 180 call off. I don't know.
All right, Chip Queso. But this is roller derby. So
I know, but I'm just... Hauss the boss. Truckstop. Trixie getting her fill. This first bout. Scrum at the front. Nobody through. Yes, through. Fourth lead jam in a row. Truckstop, Trixie, and the Hustlers trying to dig into that 25 to 50 score, Electra.
Wow, nice footwork right there from Truckstop Trixie, shrugging off that hot rod wall at the front there. Looks like we're going to have a new jammer for the Hot Rod Honeys. That is Olivia Shootin John.
Truckstop gets knocked to the inside, of course, can't advance position, and now calls off the jam, stuck in the back. See if any points were scored. 2-2, it looks like. So 2-2, and we've got a timeout being called as soon as the referees recognize it. I'm glad they did, Electra Blue.
All right, this timeout is brought to you by S1 Helmets, the proud helmet sponsor of the Texas Roller Girls and our travel teams. Find out more about the S1 Lifer helmet at S1 Helmets.
Oh my God, how adorable is that? She's preset all the tape on her arm so that she doesn't have to tear it each time.
Official mobility and fitness
I mean,
trainer
sometimes
for
when
the
I'm wrapping
2026
Christmas
Texas
presents, I'll
Roller
put like a
Girls
few
travel
pieces
team.
of tape on the
Visit
table, you know? And then one gets
ATXstretch.com
stuck and you gotta, you know what I'm saying.
to learn more and book
Good idea.
your first session.
I don't know.
And how about Fusion Environmental Group, providing mold, asbestos, and air quality inspection, VOCs, and formaldehyde testing. Visit fusionenv.com for more info.
Oh, did you go hang out with Mr. Booty?
Retired skater.
Okay, was that
owned
fun?
by
I had
Crazy Duke.
I had some kind of intestinal infection.
How about another skater
Yeah, it was weird.
business?
I'm
Royalty
on my
Carpet
last
Tile
antibiotic
Cleaning by-
tonight.
Owned by
Sometime.
Calarella DeVille. I'll tell you more about that because I think this timeout is over. And look at that, first time jamming for the Hustlers this game. That is Lelith, drafted last year. Skates for Yalhalla roller derby.
Hesper
Yalhalla!
Smacks. Hesper Smacks.
Easy for you to say. I'm just
Hesper Smacks against Hauss the Boss. It's a Hesper Smacks jam. Hauss on the inside, Hesper Smacks on the outside.
You could just say Lelith.
I know. I was trying to.
You should just say how long you can say Hesper Smack. Oh, look who's through. It is Hauss the Boss. But Lelith, trying on the outside. Oh, not to the outside. That is 9 lives. Giving another life to Lelith at the back of that pack.
Hauss the Boss breaking that streak from the Hustlers, getting back into the mix, knows that there has not been a jammer pass for Lilith, so advantage. Hopefully the blockers can assist getting Hauss out. Hauss goes with the old, I'm gonna hide the star and get through, so no.
Nobody's going to see me because they don't know what I look like. I haven't skated for 10, 15, 20 years.
So it's either go or it's not, and it sounds like it's go. We think our defense is gonna hold, we'll see. Defense going, but the inside track through, and
Lelith puts 4 on the board for this jam.
so that strategy, maybe not. Hauss has to make sure to get through to get those points. So back to even squares in the Hot Rod's eyes. 60-35. Hauss around the outside, right as we've got a penalty.
That is Hell's Kitten taking a penalty for the Hustlers. 4 points in the air. Hauss looking for another 4. That is Vile Vixen and Grit up front. Last line of defense. Hauss gets around another 4 for the Hot Rod Honeys as Lelith is held up in the back.
Hauss the Boss never ages. Hauss, like her teammates, she
That's
seems
right.
to.
Who's the boss, Chip Queso?
I'm telling you, she seems to never age at all. doing damage every year,
Who's the
year
boss?
in year. Hauss the boss.
One more time. Who's the boss? That's right.
Impact play. Spread eagle. One in the penalty box for the Hustlers. Spread stuck in the back so far early on. Olivia Shootin John is the pivot for the Hustlers. Impact play knocked to the outside. Has to recycle all the way back. StoneHer back in front. Juicy.
Hauss getting released from the penalty box, so 4-on-4 in the pack as impact play of the hop, skipping, and jump on the inside. Oh, look at this. There is
That
a
was
track
legal.
cut
That was
penalty.
illegal. That was
So,
no, she crossed her foot the other
Power
direction.
jam for the
She
Hustlers.
crossed over
They've got
going
a lot of points
backwards
to make up here. They
and
got
stayed in,
33
from what I could see.
down. So 4-on-4 in the pack. Spread eagle, your jammer. That is Cooter going to the penalty box.
Looking for a call, was spread eagle call not coming. Play on. Tough defense meets tough offense. StoneHer breaking it through. Spread eagle finally getting that lead jammer status. Meanwhile, it's a power jam. As soon as I said that, it's not any longer.
We have impact play now released from the penalty box, so both jammers accounted for as Crush and Curves heads to the penalty box. Cooter will be released, so 4-on-3 pack advantage for the Hustlers as impact play is through on initial. And they
Out of play.
start. No, we don't. What are you talking about? We have StoneHer back to the penalty box, your pivot for the Hustlers, as that jam is called. 30-point game now. Hot Rod Honey's 68, and the Hustlers with 38. A lot to unpack on that last jam. Whistles blowing, penalties, getting a little frisky over there in the penalty box tonight.
Remember in jam number 3 when I said, what if we go without penalties this year?
Oh, that was never gonna
That's
happen.
not happened. Here we go, Hauss the boss. Truckstop, Trixie been on fire, just about 80%, but a Hauss the boss getting shares of lead jammer and gets yet another one. So staying out front with that 30-point lead and only 7 minutes to go here in this period.
So Crush and Curves released from the penalty box. StoneHer still sitting out for a little bit. Truckstop Trixie trying to get through that back wall there of Hot Rod Honey defense as the pack gets spread out all the way from turn 1 to turn 2. Referees are calling the 20-foot. Have to reset back to turn 1 as Hauss the boss picking up 4, looking for another.
Always cranking up the defense up front. Marisi living La Voodoo. StoneHer trying to break that up. Hauss the boss. Somebody getting a penalty. That's the pivot. 9 lives to the penalty box. Hauss the boss through. Another 4 points, calls it off. A little bit of everything and a topping of more of that, please.
That looked tough on their back right there. So Dr. Alex Vanderwelle Chiropractic can fix that. Is your neck or back feeling funny? Have Dr. Alex realign you. He helps our skaters stay healthy and in the game. Located at North Hills Drive in Austin. All right, we do have a shout out. A birthday. Happy birthday to Tasha from the girls.
The girls
And we
say
love
hi.
you. You too can have a shout out. It is Aries season, so I know that there's a few birthdays here. We have Marisi had a birthday this month. I think is Voodoo, Lavu, is she an Aries? Where are my Aries at? I got one in there. What? Oh, look at this. Marisi Livin, Game Boy, Angel O, and KTX. Thanks. Hey, but guess what? There were some March birthdays too. That happened. Bittercup, Miso Thorny, the Muffin Man, and me. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday. 76-38, Lelith, an impact play. Only 9 lives in the penalty box for the Hot Rods. Full squad for the Hustlers. Working on the defense. Impact play trying to get through. Does outside. Lead jammer for the Hot Rods. Trying to get through Lelith. Olivia shooting John. Up front, the final frontier. Oh, big hit from Juicy on impact play. Impact back on the inside. Goes from lane 1 to lane 4, or reverse in no time whatsoever. 4 more points on the board, 80 to 38. Finally through after a star pass, Electra.
That's right, that is bad Juju taking the star for the Hustlers now. Has to contend with that tripod. That is Olivia shooting John. That is 9 lives. Both of these skaters have won trophies and medals for the Executioners and league awards. In fact, you can see some of those awards in the vendor village. But meanwhile, 4 points for impact play as the Hot Rod Honeys. Look at this, 88-38. A lot of 8s in there. That's very auspicious. Impact play being recycled behind Lelith at the back of the pack here. So we are going backwards. Just like Superman when he spun the world backwards to save Lois Lane, Chip Queso.
That's exactly what impact play does to a lot of the regular average skaters. Gets through Tipstone, spins around through another point on the board. Still time in the jam. 4 on the period clock, 92 to 38. What are we going to end with impact play right as the whistles are blown? 3 more points on the board. Should put it at 95. We'll see if my math is correct, Electric Blue.
It says 92, Chip Queso.
I know, but I don't think they got the 3 points. Did they get the 3 points? I guess they got the 3 points.
They've been pretty fast.
I didn't see it. I didn't see
16-point
it.
jam for the Hot Rod Honeys. Hustlers only putting up 3 as we wind down this first half. About 3.5 minutes left. 4 on 4 in the pack. That is Spread Eagle. That is Hauss the Boss. But Spread Eagle pushing past those. Oh, just has 2 to get by. That is Vixen up there trying to break it up.
Wow, the crowd goes, wow. It sounded like an accident on I-35. Lead jammer goes to Spread Eagle somewhere out of the scrum.
Managed
Gets
to
through.
stay in, like literally, I think, on a wheel, literally in bounds there.
Hauss the Boss goes out on a penalty as the jammer. Second jammer penalty for the Hot Rods, if I'm correct. Power jam, 4th? Oh, the 4th on the Hot Rods, power jam. My math is half as what it used to be. But that's going to give the Hustlers some momentum, Electra Blue, going into this second half. If they have the ability to easily match up that score in a few jams.
That's right, Chip Queso. We still have another 30 minutes after this for the second half. The Hustlers are going to have to do some regrouping. They started off pretty well, but it doesn't take long for that Hot Rod Honey defense.
That's the
to click.
second time she got knocked.
Looks like we do have a new jammer. That is Olivia shooting John taking the star, but we're going to call off that gem. 52 points for the Hustlers, 92 for the Hot Rod Honeys. Do we have another jam? Yes, we're going to have at least one more jam.
And you know, they practice very, very hard, but what they don't practice for is in-game hits, and Spread Eagle has taken 2 of them to the Tookus, let's say, and gotten up to fight for another jam. So big props, putting points on the board for the Hustlers, 92 to 52. That's 40 if my abacus is correct, Electra Blue.
Wow, that is excellent mathing there, Chip Queso. Do we have a timeout? Is that what's happening here?
Marizi Livins, Marizi talking to the referees. While we have it, let's give it up for our referees and our NSOs.
I was about to read all of that, Chip Queso. So today, we're going to give it up for our refs out there. That is Annie Alley, Clobber, Crushing Curves, Doc Lawless, Cataclysm, La Guerra Loca, Minor Threat, Mostly Harmless.
Gosh, how many years has Cataclysm been a ref?
Lelith will be out there for the second half. And then we have a
15.
new Class O
Oh, I'm
official,
sure.
the Texas
Oh, I'm sure.
Grapples officiating crew. Annie, Ali, Clobber, Compile Driver.
Is that the home games count? They count?
Mala Suerte.
Or certified games?
Let's give it up to Doc Lawless, officiating her 300th game last month. She also earned her WFTDA Level 1 Skating Official certification, which I think is good. Not knowing how many certification levels there are, but number 1 is good.
There are so many.
Started
If y'all didn't know, the original back in 2003, the rule book was a sheet of paper, and now it is many sheets of paper.
It was a front and back to save
front-
on printing.
Impact play is impacting the jamming once again with Truckstop Trixie trying to get through. Empty penalty box. Truckstop Trixie is through for this jam. Now the question is it the final jam or not? But I'll tell you what, sitting for at least some of it is Impact Play Power Jam Electra Blue.
I had nothing to do with that power jam. That was all them. But thanks, Chip Queso.
You know.
Truckstop Trixie finding that inside line, not quite nailing it, has to get recycled back to the back of turn 2, but she's out again easily.
I'll tell you what, Electra Blue, and ladies and gentlemen out there, if you didn't know, she is an outlaw. Maybe because it's tattooed on her legs that are speedily getting through for all those points. And around one more time with magical pigtails as well. 4 more points on the board for the Hustlers. 60-92, 58% lead jammers for the Hustlers. Just over half, that would be 58% for the Hustlers versus the Hot Rods.
So
It took me
the
a
Hot
second.
Rods just
I
had
got
a
it.
couple of big jams, but the percentage for the lead actually is in favor of the Hustlers.
Gonna wind down.
So I thanked our refs and our skating officials, but we also have.
It looks like, not sure if the,
We have a timeout. So.
we do, yep,
Can
we've
I
got a
fin- can I-
timeout.
Can I finish saying?
All right, we're gonna give it up for our NSOs out there that are keeping track of these scoreboards and stats and all that fun stuff. So that's Alpaca Punch, Compile Driver, Dozer, Game Boy, Hot Flashes, Colorado DeVille, La Voodoo, Micah, Miso Thorny, Mr. Frank, Nine Lives, Shred, Slip and Slide, and Strawberry Stop Cake. And our EMTs tonight, Kelly Johnson and Jim Honea.
You got something to say?
You've got it correct. Sorry for interrupting you. Electra Blue, you know what's better than the end of the half? One more jam before the end of the half.
One more jam.
Spread Eagle going up against Hauss the Boss. 2 of the mightiest jammers in the Mighty Jammer conversation. Trying to get into turn number 1. Spread Eagle up front, taking on Olivia, Shootin, John, and Hauss the Boss. Wow. Great defense. There we go. 1 in the penalty box, 1 is lead jammer. 2 in the penalty box, Hauss the Boss, lead jammer. 1 respectively from each team in the penalty box. Electra Blue. Electra Blue.
That is me, Chip Queso. Hauss the Boss coming around through the middle of turn 3, picks up 4 points. Grit with a star in hand, so we will have a new jammer. She's already been recognized, so Grit. Wow, look at that. Nice job. A little booty bump from Vile Vixen, just flipping little Hauss the Boss, just a little boop.
You want to know
Get
why?
inside.
You want to know why you're doing all those workouts to get your backside in power mode? That's why. You can block people when they try to do apex jumps, but still getting through is Hauss the Boss, breaking the century mark here for the Hot Rods.
That's right, Chip. Hauss looking for another 4. Grit still with the star in the hand as the jammer for the Hustlers. Looking. Oh no, we have a
Grit.
penalty for Grit, so a power jam for the Hot Rod Honeys as we finish out the last few seconds of
Oh,
this game.
A tide change of the here in the last few jams. Hauss Boss through for another 4 points, breaking the century mark, staving off the Hustlers'
She's
best
got 3
run
seconds
earlier.
to
And there you go. That is the end of this first half. I wanted to say period, but we used to call them periods. Now they're just halves.
There's one half and there's another half. And we just saw one of them.
All right, you got a few. You got about 14 and a half minutes. Go check out our vendor village. Look at all of the fun new cutouts. Get your photo taken in the photo booth. Buy some merchandise. Check out the vendors. Go look at those whammy trophies and the list of all of our winners from last season. Do the things and then come back because we got another half.
Oh wait, when is the duck? I thought the ducks is the.
And
Oh.
off.
The ducks is the second
Ducks
halftime,
is
right?
At the yeah, they're
What's
gonna,
it? What's an intermission? Anything?
nose picking.
Nose picking.
Yes.
Really?
Nose picking championship.
Y'all can join in on
There's
that.
some children in the audience.
Oh yeah, there's been some good booger
Some
pickers.
of them have some fun songs.
Do they get
guys,
extra
ready?
points for booger eating?
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
I gave them 2 bands that they could have booked that would have played for free, but
No book, no.
13 minutes. It's on the board. It's on the screen.
Let me try to dig up.
I think it just might
If it logs out, it's Trigger's number 2113.
Bring me something. You can make him do something for you, won't you?
Isn't it harder that you have to like? Isn't it harder that you have to bend your fingers back and type like right here? Okay. Because if you could, you do this, right? But it won't capture it. Oh boy.
Everyone's learning about my name.
right, Impact Play back out. That is Truckstop Trixie, but Impact Play, oh, just easily through, finding all of that space there. Not gonna lie, those legs are pretty long. Got around that entire pack without even being touched. Truckstop Trixie now trying to get past Marisi living up at the front there.
Getting
And that was
through.
Firewall.
Getting through to the bench also for another of the hot rods. 3 up front just as that jam is called. How many hips did Truckstop Trixie pass? Sounds like a math problem.
So Firewall did take a penalty there because she made contact after the 20-foot was called. So 71 for the Hustlers, 114 for the Hot Rod Honeys.
And we've got a timeout on the Hustlers. Referee's able to hydrate. So what you got, Electra?
Well, let's see. I think all of our officials out there, we have some photographers. Not all the photographers are here, but our seasoned photographers. Thank
Yay,
you for all
photogs.
that stuff. Exactly. That is Alexis Yanez, Jermaine Mabone, Jeffrey McMillan, Brett Lavelle, Christina and Mark Langford, Jennifer Ramos, Headless Highness,
Where's Jennifer
Sachi
Ramos?
Gonzalez and Benny Gonzalez, and Kennedy Westherby from KUT. Not all of these photographers are here, Chip Queso. These are photographers that will be around this season.
Good.
So thank them. They do a lot of work for us, make our instants and our socials very fun. We got a little tape gang. Look at that. Who's that? That is Micah out there. Thank you, and BC. Thank you for taping our track there. There's a whole new tape gang for the second half.
It is a very specific science, and we appreciate that very much. We have got Liberty Bell Ringer, and we have got StoneHer. I believe that's the second time StoneHer's been on the line. May have been, yes, second time.
Starting
One
jammer.
each. And there you go. As soon as you can get up off the couch, she does. StoneHer lead jammer.
StoneHer telling her team she's coming through. Oh, StoneHer coming back from retirement with a vengeance, folks.
I was just talking.
Where are
This-
my StoneHer fans?
Yes, she's been skating since 2009, hails from Tallahassee, finally made her way to the Texas Roller Girls, retired, unretired, and
right.
back getting cheers.
That's right, and she's asking for cheers. She ain't shy. But finally caught up at the back of the pack here. Lelith now moving to defense at the front. Hauss the Boss looking for position finally through. We have a star pass, new jammer with Hauss the Boss.
Oh, and StoneHer on one skate holds through with a big hit from Marisi Living. StoneHer with an absolutely wonderful jam.
She brought this within a 31-point game, Chip Queso.
There you go. That is getting
That
where
is
we
doable.
need it. That
Okay,
is
my
right. Nothing better than the second half getting so squeaky close. You got to stand up and shake your foot. Is that what you're doing, Electra Blue?
My foot fell asleep.
This jam is so good, Electra Blue's shaking her foot.
I was sitting on the edge of my seat and I cut off circulation in my legs. Truckstop Trixie! Oh no, a track cut.
Oh!
So we're gonna have a power jam
Oh!
riding off of that momentum. Oh, an
Oh.
impact play. Now taking
10-4.
a jam.
10-4, good buddy. We got a Truckstop Trixie's in the penalty box. What a change of events. We'll see impact play here for the Hot Rods. One in the penalty box. That's it. Impact play having a trouble getting through on the second scoring pass. And there you go.
First penalty for Truckstop Trixie this entire game. But that was a quick 30 seconds. She's been released from the Kraken as she goes around the outside. Initial pass now. Ready to score. Impact play backed up here with the defense of the Hustlers. Oh, does sneak through. Yes, picks up all four on that inside Again, those legs just spread out from that entire pack very easily.
I'll tell you what, Derby fans, not only do you have to pay attention to the points you're scoring, who's lead, who's coming out of the box, when they're going to get there, did the hips get past or not? Brilliantly done. Let's do it again. 122 to 83, 20 minutes and change on the clock. We've got 3 more halves to go if you include this one and another bout upcoming. Electra Blue, I'm excited.
You sound excited, Chip Queso. Not so excited is Spread Eagle, who's having a tough time back there with that defense. Now she's pushed up front and just has to get past Olivia, Shootin, John, Hauss the Boss, meanwhile, I'm back with Grit, Cooter, and that is StoneHer, so that's a heavy defense back there. Both teams, again, we've seen heavy defense from both teams, just a couple of jams.
Yeah, StoneHer playing defense there, but cannot hold back. Lead jammer for Hauss the Boss still, and again, Spread Eagle through. So the jammer's able to breach. The question is, how many points will they get extended from Hauss's lead jammer? Gonna continue on, call it off. We got 4 to...
I think it looks like 3?
4 to 2 points.
2 from Cataclysm. Cataclysm has been out there as a skating official for a long time. It used to play as well. We got a lot of legacy in this room, folks.
Impact play and Truckstop Trixie still in the over 50% as a lead jammer for sure. Doing great for the Hustlers, but really need to bounce back. 126 to 85. Impact play through, one to get past. Not before Truckstop Trixie gets through. Impact play knocked out brilliantly, Electra.
That's right, star stash for Impact play. And we had a little nut to the inside. Truckstop Trixie recycled at turn 1. Impact play, star stash now back on. That is Uno release. Truckstop Trixie is going to pick up another 4, call it off.
So that was 34 seconds to get 2 passes, 8 points. That's what the Hustlers need to get back in this, getting close to the century mark, 126 to 93.
So that is a 33-point game there, and very doable. We've seen some big jams. We've got StoneHer back on the line as jammer. That is Hauss the Boss. 4 on 4 in the pack.
Both of them Texecutioners at any given point in time, know each other well on opposite home teams. Starting out the 2026 season, StoneHer with a previous great jam. Hauss trying to get through and does! In the inside, Hauss lead jammer quickly on her heels is StoneHer, Electra.
And again, as we said, StoneHer is skating for a long time, and so has Hauss the Boss. We have Olivia Shootin Joan in the penalty box. And looks like that, 2 points for the Hustlers. Sneaking in was 3 for the Hot Rod Honeys.
Even bad Juju gave Hauss the Boss a low 5 for that jam. So a little bit of crossover camaraderie.
A lot of years skating, but we also have some OGs in the crowd right now. We have Me Shove You Long Time, Hustler from 2012 to 2018. Sitting over to my right, also 2013 Ms. Texas Roller Girl, but Impact Play is going to be the highlight right now as the lead jammer for the Hot Rod Honeys.
Quickly on the inside before turn 1, as Impact Play does, Spread Eagle without the star, or lightning bolt should we say, trying to get through. First pass, 4 points, extending their lead, Hot Rod Honeys.
Olivia Shootin Joan released. We have a star pass to Vile Vixen now to complete this pass as Impact Play picks up another 4. Spread Eagle.
I know.
all the way
Oh,
out
your
to the
tailbone.
outside.
You got to wear a cover, I swear.
That was like 50 feet.
Wow, big hits in turn one. That's why we have the crowd right there in the action. 4 more points in the sky for impact play. 141 to 95. Just as the Hustlers were getting closer, really allowing the points being scored by the Hot Rod Honeys. Now cranking it back down. We still have 15 minutes to go. Val Vixen in the back, getting held up. Olivia Shootin, John not live.
So Val Vixen just has to get past 9 lives. And that's Liberty Bell Ringer. Meanwhile, impact play picking up another 4 as Val Vixen still in the pack at turn 1.
That's where the Hustlers lose it, is when they put these.
Impact play, getting through another 4 points. Foul, unable to get past that pivot line. Jam being called. That was jam number 10, 14 minutes and change to go. Timeout on the Hot Rods. Let's give it up for the Hot Rods and the Hustlers.
That was a 20-point jam from
Oh,
impact
man,
play.
just when they
Again,
were
the
that
second-
close.
We had a big point spread in the first with
That's the
impact
highest
play.
points.
highest jam.
Second highest.
That is the second highest jam of the game, and they were both by impact play, so she broke her own record.
She's impactful.
Oh yes, an
you
impactful on
say?
the scoreboard, I would definitely say. All right, some other OGs in the house. That's Donka Shame, a heartbreaker from the 2014 to 2017 seasons. And Tomax Blade, a Hail Mary from 2003 to 2012. Give it up for our Texas OGs in the hizzy.
Did you
And
just
you
say?
can-
Did you just say
That's right.
hizzy?
That's how you know I'm also OG because I just did say hizzy. That's right.
Hizzy.
Chip Queso.
Okay, okay, Snoop, Electra. Wait, we've got a false whistle start. We've also, if you haven't noticed, one jammer in the box for the Hustlers. So we've got a power jam, power start, power for Liberty Bell Ringer
That's Christine Ann.
is the only jammer on the floor.
My friend Christine Ann.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
All right, so Vile Vixen in the penalty box.
Yes.
Power start
Yes.
for the Hot Rod Honeys.
StoneHer down, back up. Liberty Bell Ringer trying to get through. Penalty called on Olivia Shootin, John. So the pivot down for the Hot Rods. Liberty Bell Ringer up front, trying to get through. Big defense, recycling, grit and juicy, forcing all the way to the back along with StoneHer, Electra.
Olivia Shootin John took a penalty. So now in a sit out for a few seconds. Cooter doing a good job.
Yeah,
at
she
getting
got
to the
back.
outside,
Yeah,
but
she
also
get in.
fell
Yep.
down,
Oh,
so
there you go.
no recycling to the back of the packs for Liberty. Vile Vixen now back out as jammer. Oh, through on initial. So Vile Vixen now coming up to the back of the Hot Rod defense. But Liberty's gonna call it off. Puts another 3 on the board. So 152 Hot Rod Honeys, 95 held scoreless.
13 minutes to go, heading into jam number 12 of the second half. We've got another full bout to go on this season opener doubleheader. I'm glad everybody is joining us here. Impact play going against Truckstop Trixie. Truckstop gets held back. Impact play, lead jammer once again. Olivia Shootin, John also out to the penalty again.
Not sure how many penalties does OJ have. Oh wait, did they call her out or is she in the penalty box?
9 lives. That is 9 lives.
What
in the penalty
happened?
box.
The jam was called off. She just
Yeah, I know, but she lined up and then she didn't go to the penalty box. But why'd she skate off?
because the jam was called off and she.
No. She had skated off before the game was called off.
Yes.
I guess you didn't see that. Yeah, she came out over here, round, so whatever.
All right, so I don't know if you saw the vendor village. You still have time. We've got merch for the Texas Junior Roller Derby. We've got Novus Curios, handcrafted jewelry and accessories, featuring resin cast pieces, ethically sourced bones and bugs, and nostalgic trinkets. We also have Ames Rocks Designs, fun, eclectic, handcrafted jewelry for any occasion. But Hauss the Boss is taking this occasion to be the lead jammer for the Hot Rod Honeys. Pack advantage is for the Hustlers as 9 lives still has a few seconds.
The Hot Rods, you mean?
That's what
5 lead jams in a row for the Hot Rods. As soon as they call it off, Hauss the Boss. Opposing jammer was Spread Eagle. No points scored on that. Only 2 for the Hot Rods. 158 to 98. So a almost insurmountable lead. Hustlers got it close. Spread out a little bit by the Hot Rods. 11 minutes to go. Electra Blue.
They just need to shut down impact play, Chip Queso. So easy.
Easy to say.
Golly.
Shutting down impact play is really easy to say in a sentence.
That's right.
You can talk about it, you can envision it, and you can think about it, but it may or may not happen.
Truckstop Trixie forcing the recycle all the way to turn 4. Impact play. Now all of the Hustlers on the defense there. Like I said, just stop impact playing. You're good, you know? No biggie.
Well, impact play getting held up. Penalties being called. I see a couple of them coming into Hot Rods off the bench. Truckstop Trixie finally with the lead jammer just as a star pass goes to Olivia Shootin John. So a change of face here in this jam. 10 minutes to go. Jam is called off and 2 points scored.
Nicely done. No, she got 3, looks like. There's a thumb involved.
Century mark.
You have to look at Cataclysm's thumb. That counts as a point. 1, 2, 3, like that, Chip Queso.
What?
A thumb is a digit.
Was I not seeing a digit?
You said 2 and it's 3. 101 for the Hustlers. 158 for the Hot Rod Honeys.
Hauss the Boss and Spread Eagle back in the line. We've seen that matchup quite often this evening. Scrum at the front, scrum at the back. 9 in the front, putting out Spread. Got to go all the way to the back. Recycle. Hauss unable to get through. Full squad. Penalty box.
So 9 lives did take a penalty there at the end. And just as Uno was released, Spread Eagle is your lead jammer, picks up 4.
Now Hauss through, not lead jammer. The question is, how many points can Spread get? Continue, and no, it's going to be a hit it and quit it. So a few more points. That would be 109 to 158. We've got 8 minutes to go. Can it get interesting? Hustler fans.
Come on, let's hear it. All they have to do is stop impact play, y'all. It's easy.
God.
Golly.
Just that tall one out there amongst us. Impact play, speaking of which, back on the line, 420. That would be StoneHer trying to defend. Truckstop Trixie on the inside, gets caught. Impact play on the outside, lead jammer. You can talk about it once again, Electra Blue, but it may not happen.
Do we need to pick MVPs? Are they picking MVPs or are we picking MVPs?
I'm going to give them the clip boards. We'll do them after the second game.
Okay.
I'll give them the pick up.
All right, no points scored. Interesting. 158 to 109. So a 49 point.
39.
39.
39.
Okay. 7 minutes.
Math is hard, Chip Queso.
7 minutes to go. 158 to 109, and we've got a timeout because the referees are winded. I kid, I joke, they're not. They're fabulous.
Well, this team timeout is brought to you by our rec league. You want to look like that someday? Well, you can start with the rec league. Learn how to skate and play roller derby with the Texas Roller Girls by joining the rec league. They host sessions every Sunday at Bartholomew Park. And the next one is the 19th to the May 17th. So every Sunday at Bartholomew Park, otherwise known as BART.
Bart?
BART. We call it BART. Like to skate and want to officiate? If you don't want to play roller derby, we still need officials. We're recruiting skating and non-skating officials. If you like math, not like Chip Queso here, you can be an NSO. We'll teach you and train people with a variety of skills.
I didn't bring my TI calculator this evening, nor my abacus. But I have brought my appreciation for being heckled because I give my own quite often. Empty penalty box, 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Hauss the boss, spread eagle on the line. Defense set, all up against the jammer line. Whenever they blow that whistle, it's gonna be go time. Can the Hustlers fight back in 7 minutes, Electra?
I mean, they put out a pretty good fight. They started really strong the first half. Again, we've seen heavy defense from both teams. It's really just been a couple of big jams and a big offensive moves from impact play with those huge 20-point and 24-point jams.
You have two strategies. You have push-through strategy, trying to find something, and you have swing-to-swing strategy. And we've got a power jam. That is an elbow on a spread eagle and a lead jam for Hauss the boss. Power jam, forearm, elbow. Some part of the arm was illegally called Electra Blue.
It's this one, the little picture here.
That
Forearm.
is three power gems.
So 3 power gems for this half of the game.
6 total.
Again, impact play scoring about 44 of the points, which is pretty much the difference. Otherwise, these two teams are very well matched defensively and offensively. Just a couple of big jams make all the difference. Hauss the boss in that power jam, in charge of this jam.
So, Electra, are you saying like a well-oiled machine, the Hot Rod Honeys, everybody does their job very well?
I would say that. Spread eagle through on initial. Hauss the boss, though, is your lead jammer and is going to call it off. Did spread eagle sneak one in? Not quite. Wah, wah, wah. 8-point jam for the Hot Rod Honeys, 166. Hustlers, 109. About 5.5 minutes left in this game.
Oh boy, what a night here in Austin, Texas, the home of this crazy thing we call flat track roller derby. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, my co-announcer here, Electra Blue, that's right, she designed this track. Well, not this specific one, but all of them.
The original one. Yes, this specific one, not on this floor. And I feel bad for all my little track gurus, but it's fun to set up, isn't it?
Impact play getting knocked to the inside. Meanwhile, Truckstop Trixie getting through, and that is lead jammer. Still a little bit of fight in the Hustlers. Huss. Into some points, let's see. 166 to 109. Impact play out, but
Do these people give us money?
putting back the star on the helmet. And
Cash?
nope. Truckstop Trixie calls it
That's
off
a lot
after
of-
4
that's a lot of
points.
leads if they don't give us money.
They do. They are big money sponsors. Yeah.
166 to 113. 4 minutes and change to go before we get to intermission. Don't forget, you've got shout outs you can do. You've got Chuck the Duck upcoming.
How much chucks can a duck
Chuck.
Something like that? All right, so Liberty with the star for the Hot Rod Honeys. That is Lelith, second time jamming, giving some relief to Spread Eagle and Truckstop Trixie in this rotation. Again, look at this defensive wall. So we got heavy D up front, heavy B in the back. That is Cooter recycling Liberty to the back of the pack as everybody's just hanging out at turn one, because why not? Oh, except for now, the pack is spread pretty far. I think that's 20-ish feet somewhere. There it is.
Lead Jammer, no penalty called on that tumble. Legal play on. Lead Jammer for the Hustlers. Time winding down. 3 minutes and change. We could have anywhere from 1 to 2 or 3 jams. But
StoneHer taking a penalty now as Lelith calls the jam. Not before putting 2 points on the board. Hustlers now 115. Hotrod Honeys 166. I think that we got at least maybe a couple more jams at least.
always end on the jam clock, never on the time clock. So it really depends on who gets lead jam, calls it off. It also depends on who's trying to get back in the game, but 2 minutes and change is tough for the Hustlers. We've got Spread Eagle going in against Impact Play. One Hustler in the box, like you said, Electra Blue, and we've got a back on.
5 seconds. And Impact Play and Spread Eagle. Impact Play flying like an eagle and making an impact again on that lead jammer status, I think at 80%.
Right, just as Lemmy and the Motorhead kicks in, thank you, DJ TJ. Impact Play calling it off. Just about putting this first matchup to bed. We'll see 170 to 115. 2 minutes on the official clock, Electra Blue.
2 minutes. The ace of spades. All right. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, so any sponsorship opportunities, we would love to have you become a sponsor. Place an ad in our program.
Firewall, the new jammer for the Hot Rods, emptying the bench there at jammer. Meanwhile, Truckstop Trixie, jammer for the Hustlers, trying to get through that first few feet of jammer start area, spinning through, gets through on the inside. This jam is in control of the Hustlers. 115, I'm not gonna say it's insurmountable, but it is certainly a tall task, Electra Blue.
It is indeed, but look at that. Truckstop Trixie's going to go out with a bang. At least 4 more points for the Hustlers as Olivia Shootin going to sit out a few seconds.
We've seen 24 points in a jam, maybe? 24 points, about as many as you can get in a jam, but that's 6 passes.
Oh, look at this. Truckstop Trixie's going to answer
That's her
back. Third pass around. Firewall having a tough time there with that
Still a
crazy
minute
line
to go.
of defense there.
And we've got a call. Let's give some love out there.
Official timeout.
It stopped at 24 seconds. We got one more.
All right, we're going to get one more. There's an official timeout called. Buying one more gem. It's a little strategery.
I don't know, 170 to 127. Valiant effort in that last jam by Truckstop Trixie. Hustlers fans, how close can Spread Eagle get going up against Impact Play?
Can she close the spread? We still have an
got
official timeout, though. Hang on, we're still in
Official review, I believe.
All right, this official review or official timeout is brought to you by all of you guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We have a live stream team. That is Rove up there. Thank you, Rove, and your streaming support crew. That is Farrell, Impact, and Trophy, when they're not skating. Thank you to our volunteers, Summer, Rooster, Sweet, Max, Sassy, me, Electra, Muffin, Tablo, Chip Queso, and Lexi on Fire, and that guy, DJ TJ, who's Not there right now. Oh, there he goes. He's going to figure out why we have an official timeout.
You know who I want to say thanks to? That's our EMTs.
Yes.
Big thanks to our EMTs, our medical staff, keeping everybody safe. Usually we hope that they don't work very much. This evening they're having to take a couple of incomers. Hopefully everything's good to go as we've got this official review going on.
So, Chip, this is our last home game here for the season because next month we're going to move back to the Travis County Expo Center. Over there in East Austin, we're going to be in their newly remodeled ballroom, which is pretty exciting. And side note, they have booze.
So newly remodeled.
Newly remodeled, yes,
Newly
that's
remodeled,
right.
so-
And we're going to be hosting the Assassination City's A and B team. So that's going to be fun.
That should be lots of fun.
Over there in the Expo Center.
Hustlers are looking for a direction call on a down skater, the no call stands.
All right, that official review. The Hustlers were looking for a call on a down skater. Looks like that has been
The call stands.
call stands. So, however it was called on the floor, the penalty box is currently empty. We do have jams to go. At least this one. Ominous music next. Impact play. Spread eagle. Both full squads of blockers. Impact trying to go the inside. Getting knocked. Tiptoes around. Gets through. That is lead jammer. Quickly on the heels is spread eagle, but I'm not sure that the clock is in favor at this point. Period clock does not matter. It is the jam clock at this point. In control are the Hotrod Honeys.
She can call it off, yeah, that's the period clock. The jam clock only applies if there's no lead jammer.
Sure.
All right, so the unofficial score, Hotrod Honeys 170, Hustlers 127, but what a great game. Let's give it up for the Hustlers! And how about those Hotrod Honeys?
We are gonna.
Oh, that's the